Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are on your trading journey with me. This is the espresso tier, this video, but if you're any tiers above, you get it too. So I'm really happy about that. I wanted to make this pretty quick. There are two things that, one I discovered on my own on TradingView that I've never seen anybody use, one of the tools, and I really like it, and it might be a good way for helping you analyze things. And the other one is I've seen on TradingView, but I've never used it, and now I think I'm going to use it during training here and on my live training Zoom. So let's get into it. I am excited. Let's go. So here's the first thing I wanted to show you. And I feel like if you have been trading in the past, you've seen this, but I've never personally used it until I saw someone using it the other day. And I'm like, wait a minute, this could be a time saver / magic. So I just want to talk really quick about this space up here. This represents, the square represents your screen, your TradingView screen. So if you tap it, obviously my TradingView with minus all the symbols, I need that for now, so I'm not going to make it disappear. If you tap that, you have all these options if you're an upgraded member. Now, that being said, I have TradingView Pro, so I'm not sure. Someone would have to let me know and reach out. If you just have regular TradingView, you may not even have option 2. As a TradingView Pro subscriber, I have option 2, but I can't do any of these. I didn't even go down here. I don't even know what that is, but I can't like have 3 things on my screen at once. I have to have TradingView Pro Plus. So my TradingView Pro, I believe, is $15 a month. It's either $14.99 or $15.99. I want to say it's $14.99, but if you do have Pro, here's one of the benefits. Okay, if I tap on, I particularly like this side by side. So ignore what I just had Meta up just for yuck. So I was talking about stocks the other day. So it brings up any two side by side, and you can see this square is highlighted. So Meta was the last thing I went into, but if I want to compare, let me move my face here. If I want to compare, just had it up, Bitcoin. If I wanted to compare Bitcoin in regard to, or in comparison to, I should say, in comparison to, and I marked it up a little bit, in comparison to the dollar index. And I marked this up ahead of time for you. So one thing that I really liked is that when you're moving your cursor, you're crossing on one side, it automatically lines up on the other side. So I just found 2 instances where there was some reaction in the market. So we'll just go over here. I should have had these swapped maybe. So on August 2nd, there was a big swing to the upside on the dollar index, on the US dollar. So how did Bitcoin react to that? Well, you can see over on the other side, you can see my cursor, boop, if I put it on the same vertical line that I locked in, you can see that there was a huge move to the downside on Bitcoin as the dollar increased. So there was obviously some news in the market, and it shifted the dollar one way, and that typically makes Bitcoin go the other way. If you're holding Bitcoin, a lot of Bitcoin because you felt it was a safe haven, and now the dollar's going up, you're like, oh, I should go grab some US dollars. I mean, I'm really simplifying it. So sold your Bitcoin, got some more US dollars. So the inverse reaction here on August 9th, on August 8th, there was not as substantial increase to the upside for the dollar index, but we did have, oh, it actually went down. So it looks like it went up, but actually it opened. You can see up here, these are the numbers that I'm reading, remember from the other videos. O for open, high for the day. I'm on the day chart. How high did that candle go? L for low, how low did that candle go? C for what did it close at? So this candle, if you just put your cursor over that particular candle, the US dollar on the 8th of August opened at 102.067. It closed at 102.5. 0.54. So, no, that was an increase. Okay, I'm losing it. That was an increase for a closure, but you can see how much it fluctuated that day. And for whatever reason, this did not, on the Bitcoin side, have the inverse reaction. But what I'm wanting to show here is that this is something else. This was a trading training that I was doing, and we were curious of what was happening here on, really started on June 19th, continued to the way up to the upside on the 20th and the 22nd. Let's just go see what the US dollar did on that day. June 19th, 20th, and 22nd. What did I say? Let me go back. 19th through the 22nd. What happened here? June is July. I'm looking at these numbers. If I'm reading these numbers in months down here. So this is July, it goes into August. So we want to keep going back to right here. So if we float over here, you will see my crosshair. I'm floating over these candles on the Bitcoin split screen side, and you can see my cursor crosshair is exactly going to the US index dollar side. So you can do this with any pair. This did not move as substantially as just looking at those wicks. There were some good wicks thrown there. But that did close down for the day, moved up for the day. Not a lot of reaction here, but I don't know what happened here. But I'm just saying, I'm showing you that you can have two pairs up. So if you want to compare US 30 and the dollar, or oil and CAD, because those have an inverse relationship, or if you want to compare indexes like the Japanese yen, that index to the dollar index, you know, that's easy to do when you have the screen to compare. And the blue highlighted box is the one that will change if you tap on something. So I want to compare the US dollar index to the yen. So I want to highlight that box and get rid of the Bitcoin one and bring up the yen. So, and we're doing some training here, but you can see when I move my crosshair on one side, it will pinpoint, because really this is a good comparison screen. What happened when? What happened? Let's see if we can find some big movement. Oh, well, look, there's some mighty big movement here on July 6th. So let's go. Oh, we're here. Oh, do you see it? Do you see the magic? So if you were trading, you would easily have a good confirmation. Well, we're not going to trade the indexes, but if you know how the indexes work, that's going to affect all the yen pairs and all the dollar pairs. Okay. So as this went down, as the dollar went down, the dollar got weaker, the yen got stronger. This will help you in your trading for any currency pair specifically. If you're trading that pair, you really want to check in on the indexes. And I'm going to probably do a video on the indexes and how all that works. I kind of gave a sneak peek here, but that is definitely some advanced trading that you can find on my Cafe au Lait tier. Oh, this was much longer than I thought. So the other thing I wanted to cover, I thought it was going to be a quick video, but I ramble a little bit. So let me just go into my standard US 30 because that's my boy. What was the other thing? Oh, the other thing that I wanted to cover was a tool that I just, is it here? Oh, I had it all measured out. That's not it. Give me a second and let me find that screen for you. I found it. This is a measuring tool, but I discovered it on my own. I've never seen anyone use it. And for me, it was easier. I don't know why, because I feel, well, I know why, because when I'm trading and I'm training, well, I guess all traders do. I don't know. I go from point to point. I guess we all do. Anyway, this helped me. And this is a tool called, it's right up here, second one down with all the lines and everything. Is that right? It is, maybe it's not. Where is it? Oh, it's called the info line. It's called, so it draws a segmented line, not array, a segmented line, and it gives you info, the info line. That was easy, right? And so what it does is what I was measuring in a training Zoom is we were measuring where this was going the other day, what it was doing. And so what we did is this was a quarter mark for me, right? Quarter theory, that's my thing. A quarter theory for 450. I can't line it up perfectly. 450 is where I saw this coming or going the other day. Now candles have passed. You can see, I think I was right here trading this bad boy, and then several days has passed. But I was showing someone that there's all this liquidity that has to be caught. This is kind of like the candles are kind of like a Tetris game. Like if there's space, it's got to fill it eventually to make that solid block across. So what I saw is that nothing has come down yet to fill this right here, to fill this, how's that, to catch this wick. Nothing has come down that far. It came down a little bit, right? But it didn't catch this extra space. It didn't come to get this little extra millions of dollars. So it will. Oh, so I did this the other day because that's really, well, it looks small, but this is the day candle. So that's not drawn right. Let me just make it bigger. I'm trying to catch this. I'm trying to catch. That's hard to see. And now I just need to bring that up. Can I do it? Yeah. I'm telling you, if that's quarter theory, it's pretty close to quarter hit is quarter theory. Did you see that 50? Did you see it? Let me bring this down. And this I know is 25. As I measured it. Thank you for being patient. Okay, we're going to call it a day right there. It has to come down to get this. And what do you know? Those measurements are quarter theory. But what this info tool does, which I like, is easier for me, is that you can see from the very tippity top of, let me grab one more thing. Where did it go? Where did it go? I'm looking for something specific and now I don't see it. Whew. Nice one there. I feel like TradingView has moved a couple of things and they have moved a couple of things. Oh, I think it's right here. Arrow. I want my traditional arrow. The arrow used to be up with right under the crosshair with the vertical lines and everything, and they moved it to this arrow section. My favorite arrow, but I was looking at this point for whatever, where the candles were going, and then I was also looking at that's not what I wanted. Was also looking at this point down here. I'll grab that arrow again. I was also looking at this. So what this tool did was measure that line segment info. It measured the line segment for you. So if you can do simple base 10 math, if this was quarter theory at, you can see it's highlighted 35,450, and this one is 35, let's call it 25, 425 pip difference right here, negative between the two. For me, just literally going to say it was easy to use and look at me struggling. For me, that was just an easy measurement tool. Like, it's got to come get those pips. It's got to come down. Let me see if I can move it. Well, it's got to come down to get this rectangle right here. It's got to come down to get this space right here. This is what's hanging out. This is what's hanging out, and this is what it tried, and then it didn't make it, and it came back. So that was a lot to say. I really like this measuring tool called the info line. It just drew you a trend line, and it gave you the measurements on it. I really liked it. And also the split screen option, if you have, I feel like if you have just Pro, if you just have TradingView, you might be able to use these, but you might not be able to. But anyway, 2 quick tips on TradingView. I hope you found that easy to understand. And I'm looking forward to making some more videos for you. I will see you all over the platform. All right. Thank you for joining. I'll see you soon. Bye.